coveted a double garage. Just think of the luxury of having a car in one side and a workshop come storage area in the other. And when I finally did get one, I was moved to write this poem, which is called At Last a Double Garage. I'm a man of fairly simple taste. I don't ask much from life. I've a modest home with room enough for 2 kids and a wife. But what I've always wanted was a garage with enough square footage to take 2 cars and store a lot of stuff. And now at last I've got one. We moved here back in May by virtue of a legacy from the late wife's late Uncle Ray. And since we took possession, my life has been complete. That garage is my pride and joy. It's tidy and it's neat. I've lined the walls with shelves and racks and filled them to the top with nails and screws and tins of paint. It's like a hardware shop. And at one end there's a workbench as solid as a rock and a cabinet with tools in with a very sturdy lock. There's a Black & Decker workmate, a barbecue and spit, a portable gymnasium to keep the family fit. There's a deep freeze in the corner to keep the kitchen clear, and we even have a cat flap so the cat can sleep in here. There's a mower and a strimmer, garden implements galore. But when I look around it, I spot a fatal flaw. The best laid schemes of mice and men aren't guaranteed by far. It's a model of efficiency, but there's no room for a car. Of course, the car in your garage, or in my case, the drive, says a lot about you, doesn't it? It's a one called Out of the Ark. My car's not very trendy. People stare when I park and whisper sympathetically, it must have come out of the Ark. It's not as if it's very old. In fact, it's almost new. It's not a 4x4, you see. It's just a 2x2. If you walk along Woke Street in Basingstoke, just before you get to Woke Street, Willie, chances are you'll be accosted by a gypsy lady trying to offer you a bunch of heather with the words, "Be lucky, love." I've always wanted to say back to her, "Oh, I'm already lucky, thank you, love." But I've never quite plucked up courage, and this is why. It's called Lucky Heather. The gypsy offers me a posy of heather each week as I walk by. "Be lucky, love," she always says. And every week I wonder why a bunch of heather would bring me luck. So today, without slowing my pace, I said, "I'm already lucky, love." And I tripped and fell flat on my face. Talking of luck, love's a matter of luck, isn't it? Here's a sonnet about requited or unrequited luck, whichever you like to look at it. It's called She. It's a sonnet. This one, 14 lines. His waking thought each day is always the she. Those shining hazel eyes, that chestnut hair, the smile that mesmerises all who see, the elegance that causes men to stare. He sees her in the office every day, aloof, protected by a wall of glass. And sometimes, when they meet along the way, he breathes her subtle perfume as they pass. He dreams of church bells pealing their delight as they walk arm in arm along the aisle, and thinks of coming home to her each night, to be alone together all the while. Alas, for him their love can never be. Her waking every thought each day is always me. And here's one about shattered love. It's called Just a Glimpse. I caught a glimpse of you today. You didn't know. Preoccupation took you miles away. But I decided not to call your name. I don't know why. I think it took me by surprise. You on that street when in my mind you wouldn't be. I wanted to, but something held me back. I had to see why you were in that unexpected place. I had no right, but there was something I'd never seen upon your face. And though my better judgment said I shouldn't, I followed you. My mind was screaming, walk away. I couldn't. And when you turned into the park, I somehow knew that you were gone. I pressed against the wrought iron, staring through. Your pace was urgent now, and by the ornamental pond, I saw him there. I willed you, keep on walking past beyond, Perhaps it wasn't you he waited for. I closed my eyes, but when I opened them again, I saw you run the last few steps into his hot embrace. And that is why this note is on the table, and you'll find my case is missing from the room we always planned would be the nursery. Right, well, it's time now to introduce the first of my guests.